impressions. The first thing, you should get a call. That's the first thing, is you should get a call. Your resume is playing an important role. Understood? Go to the next point, is clearing an interview. This is another important part here, right? Once you got a call, try to don't miss that opportunity. Don't expect if I lose this company, I'll get another call, another call, another. Don't do that first, right? So if I get a call, right, and if it's correct company, job and all, the decision should be done last. First, you should prepare. So coming to this, certain key points are there. Generally, people ask, hey, what questions they ask? Can you help me? Please, man, there's nothing like that. Right? People even ask, there are some interview questions. Can you give us? It's not a model paper, man. The problem is that, right, in our academics, in our special intermediate degrees, right, we've gone through the model papers, right? Even I gone through the model paper. A practical example, I can say that I guess we all, most of us, we gone. How many questions you got same in the exam? Hardly 2, 3. That means nothing but not even 10%. Correct? For me, I didn't got even a single question, man. Thank God I cleared somehow. Okay, fine. That is different story. But yes. So please, we would have learned with that model. That model paper is not going to help us. Correct? But we still follow the same. People ask, do we have any interview questions? Nothing. Is the interviewer going through that model paper and saying, hey, reading the question from there and asking the answer from there? No, nothing. Nothing like that. Please understand. Right? So interviewer can ask anything. Now that depends. What question they ask, that depends on two things. First, what is his requirement? That is JD. Correct? He mentioned certain things. A good companies and a good interviewer will be stick to his JD. Boss, I need a candidate who can do data guard or who is good into data guard. Do you know data guard? Because your resume shows you did data guard. Correct? I'm looking for a cloning person who can do that one. Your resume also mentioned cloning. Yes. So he will stick to his JD first. He should actually stick to his JD. That is the main area, because I am looking for a candidate who knows all this. The second thing, he should stick to your resume. He should stick to your resume. Only two things. Third is all just junk, nearly junk. Right? Used for some other evaluations, might be checking communication. I ask sometimes in interviews even, right? Hey, tell me about your things. Hey, you played? Okay, which game you play, where you play and all. And we'll try to evaluate the communication skills, the presentation skills, how they communicate, general communication. Not technical communication, just a general communication, how you do. Right? Are you able to convince me or not? A general communication, all those checks. So same thing here, what questions they ask. So two things related. One is based on the JD. The second is based on the resume you mentioned. Sometimes long back it happened. I went to a interview and the guy is asking me some question which I don't know, and even I didn't mention in my resume. I clearly said, sorry sir, I didn't mention even in my resume, and even I don't know, sorry. If I say that word, is that guy going to ask you another question on the same topic? Example, MySQL. I don't know MySQL. I didn't mention. He's asking a question. Hey, do you know MySQL? Sorry, I don't know, sir. Even I didn't mention in my resume. Sorry. But if I get a chance to learn, I can learn sooner and faster. Correct? Words are very, very, very important. How you show up. Because I am telling this word with a confidence. The main thing is that simple thumb rule, guys. Even if you're telling a lie, tell with confidence. Don't tell your partner or your children. They will do that then. Please. Okay. So simple thumb rule. Anything. Sometimes what happens, right? When I tell something with confidence, even my daughter believes, and she'll go and check with mama. Is Papa telling correct or not? Please slowly. She'll ask her. Confidence level is required there. Try that. Try at your home. This is required. Somewhere you should try, right? We do that with our friends and all, right? So try the things even with the technology part little bit. Start telling them, right, with confidence. But don't tell the lies with confidence. Right? Don't try that. Sorry. The word I tell, okay, tell the lie even with the confidence, fine, it makes sense. Normal case, fine, day-to-day life. But don't try it in the interviews, right? Never tell the lies. That I added here, I think so. So, right, what questions they ask, as I told you, it depends on your resume. See, I mentioned, as I told you earlier, right, that guy mentioned physical backups using export import. My question is on that only, right? So we see that many people, what they keep in the resume, they don't know. Because they simply copy pasted. Correct? For me, if you ask me, right, I gave more than nearly hundreds of interviews I would have given. When I started my career with the training division long back, 2000, 19 and 2000, right? I started learning 2001, 2. I was working with that institute and as a technical kind of thing and technical head in and even into the R&D kind of thing, did a lot of exploring. I can proudly say I explored the 9A rack and launched the course completely. Launching a course is not easy, man, on our own. Topic itself is that people take a lot of time to write a blog. Launching a complete course program, lot of reading, right? So that is the base for me for 9A or rack understanding. That's why I'm really good into the rack part, because I know the base, each and every in and outs, all the point. Read so many books, right? Then you will come to that point, right? Gave so many interviews. How? Even though I don't want to join, I want to just try. At that time, we used to get all the interviews and everything in the newspapers. What is that? India Times or some Times? What is, I don't know what is that papers, right? Times of India. Got it? Okay. What is that? So DC also sound very few, but mainly Times of India and some other papers. We get these all job postings and we used to apply for them over a telephonic call or walk-in kind of thing. Yes, we used to go there and we just we don't want to join, but we want to check whatever the question he answers, is it I'm able to answer it or not. Immediately after coming out, immediately we make a note. Okay, he asked me this question, I'm unable to answer. Okay, this. Make a note and go and prepare. Right? I got interviewed, my interviews that time, after this kind of trial and error kind of thing. First interviews might be hardly 10-15 minutes, they'll say, go home, over. Nothing. They understood. We don't know. Okay, fine. After 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, slowly, as we move, right? I used to give interviews for more than an hour. 1 hour, 1.5 hour kind of interviews. And sometimes we got a chance like that where 2 people will be there asking you the questions, 3 people could be their colleagues, right? See, again, that time interviewing part and today's interviewing is nearly very big difference. Right? Yes. There we say like we used to have n number of layers. Now there's very few. Interviews are nearly gone. People say backdoor entries. People just simply can openly ask, hey, do we have any backdoor entry? Nothing, man. We don't do that. Sorry. Learn. If you learn, if you gain your confidence, that will be there for your lifelong. If you go with a backdoor entry, proxy or n number of ways, you will be always in a fear when my boss is going to throw me out. We see the recession time, right? If you are not a good performer, you will be thrown out. Why? Their manager, your manager's manager will tell him, hey, why you have 10 people, man? We don't have so many projects. Remove half of the people. Now, whom should I remove? So he will list out, he'll mark out the people who are good, better, best, and the other guys who are okay. And that's what happens in the recessions. If you're really good, people, they won't leave you. Keep it in mind. Okay. So what questions they are, that all depends on the JD or based on your resumes, the points what you mentioned. What I do basically when I want to interview, before that 5 minutes before itself, I want to have a hard copy of it better. I prefer to have a hard copy so that I can go through the things, what he knows, what he doesn't know, and I'll try to ask the questions from the same point. Oh, you mentioned hobbies. Okay, you play sports. Which sport? Right? I'm not asking some other sport which is not mentioned. I don't know, sir. There was a simply answer. I'll get it. What? I don't know. So I'll ask the questions based on your resume. So, right. So please, again, you're coming back to resume. The point, the skill set you mentioned, you have to be sure about it. Right? That's what the first question will help you here. So be prepared with the skill set you mentioned in your resume. Be clear in your concepts. Be prompt with the commands how to do in case if any errors, right? How to troubleshoot. You should know. 3 things, right? Do you know cloning? Yes, I know the cloning. What do you mean by cloning? Database cloning. What are the ways you can do? Okay. Can I do the cloning this way? That's all concept, right? I'm not asking the command, right? Can I do a cloning using export import? No. Concept. No, it's not possible with that. With RMan, yes. And any other method, manually also you can do. Through manual commands, individual commands you can run. There's a manual. Using some tools. There are many ways, correct? This is all concept. Can I, in the cloning, can I just clone a single data file? Can I clone only one PDB? I don't want complete database. I want only one PDB clone from one database to another. Yes, no. These are all concepts. Please understand. Your concept should be clear. If you give a wrong answer, no, we can't do, or yes, we can do. There is only one answer. Yes or no, he's asking. He's giving you complete elaborate. You have to just simply say yes or no, yes or no, yes or no. Okay. They will test you your concepts. Correct? Okay. Fine. Concept is okay. Can you tell me how to do clone? What is the command we use? If you are using our rman, so I don't know the whole syntax. No need of whole syntax even. But you should know some keywords in that. As in rman, we have some duplicate database command. Is there? Yes or no? Even I don't remember. Correct, right? It's a duplicate database something. That is after connecting. What is that? Duplicate database only. See. What it may be? Starting keyword something. Fine. Okay, there's a keyword called duplicate. You don't. So how to create a database? So create database syntax is there through which you can create. You don't need to create database name, comma, bracket start, slash, data file name, comma, slash, close system, comma, comma, comma. Not required the whole syntax. No one will ask you. If he is asking, might be. Again, I told interviewers are different people, man. Right? The guy who the example is, if someone is taking an interview, if that guy is having a 5 years of experience as a DBA, the way his questions are going to be different compared to a 10 years of experience guys. Yes or no? Correct. And if a guy is with a 10 years of experience and there is one more person with a 20 years of experience, the questioning part will be different again. His experience, his expertise, knowledge, plus his interviewing skills. He should have some interviewing skills. Many people who ask the question, they don't know. They are sometimes rude and rash also. How come when it happens? It won't know now. So automatically we get feared, right? Oh, what is this man? Is he going next? He's going to beat me or what? The tone. See, these are all the things are required for interviewers, not for us. But again, same way it applies us also. Right? If your answers are rude and you are saying no sir, that is wrong. If you are straightforward, if you said him, how you will select it tomorrow? Right? Right? No, that's wrong, sir. You are asking wrong question. Even though he asked a wrong, you can't say him wrong. You should not say him wrong. Or if you want to say, there is a method to say it. Right? Yes. That's what. These things are, we have to keep it in mind. Correct? All this comes in a communication. What is the next term is that is? Yes. The interviewers also requires a communications, presentation, how to present the question, how to ask politely, right? Or if the guy is not understanding, he should ask in a different way, make him understand the question first. Correct? Then only you can expect the answer from him. If he didn't understood your question itself and you're asking, tell me the answer. He is just simply, sir, you asked me this one or this one or this one. He's actually in confusion what you are asking. It happens basically, guys. It all depends on the experience, expertise of the people who are interviewing you and his interviewing skills. No, he did n number of interviews and he's good. Fine. Obviously, their interviews will be different. When I started taking the interviews, right? I was with Oracle and other companies. I was sometimes my manager said, Akal, can you take an interview for that guy? We got few resumes. Please check. Yes, my interviews are hardly 5 minutes, guys. I never took an interview for more than half an hour kind of thing. I don't remember. Might be I would have done for 1, 2 guys. If they're really exceptional kind of thing, let me try to see more how good they are into. Correct? But initial 5 minutes only, I'll make a judgment. He's good or bad or average or what it is. All on resume only. Right? What we need, I know. What is our requirement? I know we need a DBA with all the skill set, and his resume is also showing that. That's why we called you two for interview. And when I start asking, I'm just trying. Interview is nothing but what? What I will do, I'll try to cross check whatever you mentioned in your resume is right or wrong. Oh, you said like you did a cloning. Okay, how you did the cloning? If you give a wrong answer, that means oh you didn't did. Have you really did or not? Sorry, man. Sorry, sir, I didn't did. Okay, fine. Okay, let me check the another part. Oh, you're saying there is something data guard configuration you did and switch over. How you do a switchover? How what you check before you do a switchover? Do I need to do any checks before I do a switchover? Or simply anytime also I can simply run switchover. No, I have to check the synchronization between them. Synchronization of the primary standbys switchover can be done, right? That way I'll try to ask the questions technically. If they are not good into that, my interview, see man, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions I'll ask from the points. If they're able to answer, fine. If they're unable to answer any of those, that's clear that they are simply copy pasted. Agree? Tell me please. Yes? Yeah. So second thing here now, I'll simply give an option to them. I'm not deciding, I'm giving option. Tell me, okay, you tell me one thing, in which area in a database, which area you feel you are good, very good or strong. Tell me your area. Sir, I'm good in architecture. Or someone says, no, sir, I'm good in backup and recovery. So really good. Okay, how much you rate it? Rate from 0 to 10 kind of thing. 10 is the best. I'll rate it somewhere around 7, 8. Oh, you're really good, man. Then fine. Let me ask 1 to 3 questions from our man. I'll ask a high level kind of thing, a mid level kind of thing, a basic level of question. Then I can evaluate exactly where he fits into 0 to 10. That is only the main area. For him, it is the main area. And in that also, he is into what stage? Got my point? Please understand this. So interviewers, that all depends. So main thing here, what you need a very good communication. Communication and presentation is very, very, very important. This is a very important key point I will suggest to all my students. Correct? Lakshmi, is it correct, right? That's what I ask everyone. So please present yourself. See, you might be good into technical, right? If I give you the task, you might do, hey, can you do the cloning? Yes, sir. Give me half an hour, I'll do the cloning of this database and get it. Fine, good, do it. You're good. How you did? You can't answer. Right? Communication, open up, start speaking, guys. We must do. Have you seen a small kid, like 1, 2, 3 years of a kid or 2 years of a kid, talking you the whole sentence? He says only one word, mama, papa, slowly one word, and then he will say, come, go, n number of things. Slowly he starts framing the sentences. It takes 1 year, 1.5 year, minimum another 2 more years, from 2 years to 2 years, to come for a minimum 1 line kind of a thing, right? And another 2 years, another up to 4 or 5 years kind of thing. Then he will tell you the proper sentence, a meaningful you can understand. Yes or no? How much time it took for for us even initially? Same way here, because you are learning something new. It takes some time, guys. Communication is very important and it takes time. I don't know people are with what mindset. Most of the people, they feel that, hey, go and attend any course here, Amirpet. 2 months, okay. Do you have? We ask them again. 2 months, he says. Oh, do you have a crash course? Can I do in 1 month? He says, do it, man. Pay little extra fee. No, can I do in 15 days? Yes, pay double. Do it. We'll teach you. Are you going to really learn? No, man, it's not that easy. It is a time-taking process. Please keep it in mind. Communication is a time-taking process from the time you start. Right? Attending this course or joining any course, you are not going to build your communication. No way. Right? Please. There are a lot of things comes into the communication. Right? Communication, like with the language, communicating the body language, even say, right? How you sit in the interview, how you dress up, how you go for interview, right? Yes or no? All these things comes into that communication, correct? So please, we are not talking about communication, but this is a very important point. Why? Because your communication skills will help you to do some presentation. What? Present. Okay, tell me about Armen. I'll give you 5 minutes. Can anyone tell? Anyone from online? 5 minutes, just tell me about Armen. Go on telling. I want to just listen. How much time? Armen? Okay, over. What is next? Recovery manager. Next. It is used for online backups. Next. I have to think again, right? I have to think. Okay, next, I can do online backups. Yes. Recovery and restore recovery scenarios. Yes, I can do. There are some commands are available. Correct? You have to recollect. So instead of recollecting, you just do a preparation on that in advance. If someone give a word Armen, tell it, you should be in a position to tell 10 minutes. Okay, about Armen, give me a chance. I'll tell you a very important key point what I use basically, right? What I use. I'll come for that. Elaborate the topic you are good in. This is the one. See, when I go for any interview, even myself, I went for a lot of interviews, I applied, right? For testing and all. So what we do, what I do basically, see, I'm not good in everything. None of us, we are good in everything. But there is one specific, minimum one specific area will be there where you will be good enough. Minimum one. If not, build that one area. You must. That's why Tendulkar is a very good builder. No? That's why. Yes, correct. See, we all know into one area. How many all-rounders are there? All-rounders. Very good batsman, very good. No, right? A bowler is a very good bowler. We know batsman, but he can do other things. Fine. But the main Dhoni is popular for what? Batting. Next comes for keeping and all other, right? The main first primary area. You have to make yourself strong with minimum one area. Keep it in mind. Minimum one I'm telling again. But coming for a DBA part, okay, I'll use the whiteboard here because I can't use the camera. Sorry guys. I'll use whiteboard. Tell me guys, what are the topics we have in the DBA? I can go to my website even. I hope you would have already seen that. But let me go akswave.com, right? And go for courses, 19C DBA. So what we did, all this DBA content, we divided into multiple modules, right? Same way, right? It's not new guys, don't worry. We just applied that logic here, logic. And if you look at your academics, your BTech, a huge book is given to you. Is it covered up in the first semester? No, they say first 1 to 10 chapters are semester 1. Chapter 11 to 20, semester 2. Yes or no? Same book? Same thing here. We did just logically, we divided into right modules here. And you can see the first module is just an introduction, architecture, database creation part, managing instance, networking, user, right? Table spaces, storage, undo. All these are basic administration part. Basic administration, I can say. Correct? Okay. I'll do one more part here. Let me go for a snipping tool. I'm just trying to take out these points, right? And I'll take out these points here. Let me go to the paint. Perfect. I'll put it here. Done. Up to 10. Then after that, from 11 to these, wow, so many are there. So many are there. I'll just try to take up this next part, all related to backup and recovery. Correct? All of these are mostly they are all related to backup and recovery. Till here I'll take. Correct. This is another section. Okay, going to back to this. There's one more module we added up with some advanced topics, additional topic content here, like performance tuning, cloning, all those comes in picture. Guys, a simple question for you guys here. This is the actual content what you see nearly. Right? What we have. We try to teach. Now, most of the job JDs, 0 to 1 year experience or a fresher to 1 year experience, even we get call. They simply ask, right? I normally I'll try to find out first what is the requirement. Just give me the JD. Then I can understand what is your requirement. Then I can select the candidate from my place and forward the profile. Correct? They say, sir, they know if they attended some DBA program, they know all the basic thing, administration and all. That is enough. Fine, good. Some people say, no, no, sir, there is a data guard environment. They need to just do a monitoring kind of thing. So that means that guy should know some data guard. Yes or no? So like that, for a fresher to 1-2 years of experience, right? You don't need so much of contentment actually. You don't need all. You don't need the whole screen here. If you see on the screen, lot of content you don't need all, right? So based on the company, project to project, the requirement will be different, right? So while some will might be say like this, I'll just highlight, right? I'll try to pick up some areas like what is that? One is the data guard. This is the one. Yes, for DBS you should know data guard, correct? You should know the cloning part, data guard and cloning one part. Performance tuning I'm not touching here. These are all performance tuning 26, 27, 28, 29, right? Leaving that, you have flashback technologies and RMN part. These are all backup and recovery part. These are all backup and recovery. All these are backup and recovery. After that, you have networking, your users, all this one part, your table spaces, right? All this undo, all this comes into the one part. Then you have the architecture. See, there are only few things if you just look at from the upper level, correct? So one, I suggest everyone that you should be strong in what is that, are good enough into architecture. The next, basic admin part like database instance management, user, networking, table space, undo. This is another area. And the third area is what? Backup and recovery part, RMN. Yes or no? This is the second one is all this content. Third one is this one, backup and recovery. And fourth, I suggest some extra add-on topics like cloning, data guard, right? Data guard or even might be patching if required, but they won't ask you basically. They should not ask you actually for a fresher. First thing, right? Because you will never get a chance to do, man. Patching is a very critical part. You do a patch, when you're applying a patch, there will be some downtime even. Certain times there will be a downtime. If a wrong patch applied, it will take your database down. It won't come up, right? It is something like I have a BMW car, right? And I give it to a person who just started driving school. He went to a driving school. Can I give it to him? Very dangerous. I can't take a risk of that, right? We'll say, boss, you just have a look. If you want, you can sit, but don't drive. Getting my point? Criticality, because these are all critical related tasks. Data guard also, you're not doing a configuration. Most of the time you will do the monitoring. Already setup is there. See, frankly, man, most of the companies, the DBAs were working, very few, 80% of DBAs are more than that, 80 are more than that, right? They just do the monitoring and management. Very few DBAs will be lucky to do the implementation like configuring, installing database, migrating database, right? Very few will be there. Luckily, I got a chance earlier long back. We started doing implementing. I did lot of implementations on RAC. That's my favorite area. Different hardware, different OSs, different engineers on IBM servers, HP servers, implementing. First time implementation, a new machine, brand new machine, implement, do the customization as per customer requirement, and then migrate their current production onto the new system. Implementation projects, right? Everyone won't get a chance. Remember, once implemented, for the next 10 years, only monitoring and management will be done. Right? Now, the guy who implemented, if he did something mistake while implementing, correct? Next 10 years, people has to face that problem. Suddenly database crashes. Hey man, who configured this, man? There is a issue kind of thing. He would have done this way. He missed something. Now can we do a change? Customer says, no, no, no. It is a go live. It is a production. We can't take it down. It is a risk. They don't want to touch. Agree? That's what here. Right? Maintenance. So most of the DBAs, they do maintenance, implementation is the one. So that's why please just here also you are going to do most of the time monitoring kind of thing, monitoring and all as these are done. Understood, please? I highlighted few points like a 1, 2 basic administration, third is backup and recovery, fourth is cloning and data guard. Performance tuning also I won't suggest you guys to go into that. Don't do it. Because that is little bit experience guys just basically do for, but basic idea is required. Where is my alert log? Can you check the alert log? If database goes down, what messages are given? If file is gone, check the alert log file, trace file, some basic information as you require. You won't be working on the tuning even, SQL tuning we won't do, man. Even experienced DBAs, they won't get a chance to do a SQL tuning, no. Right? Going through an execution plan, really very rarely people get that one. Everyone doesn't get that chance. So I'm telling from a fresher point of view, fresher to 2 years experience. Right? So don't worry about, so don't focus much on them, right? You can, if any question comes from these areas other than this, then you can say, sir, I know about it. I know about it as something, I know about it, right? What is AWR or what is ADDM, what it will do and all. Commands, sorry, if I get a chance to write sometime, if I get some time, I can explore and I can come with the commands and make myself better. But I'm strong. So generally, as I told you, you'll get a chance. Hey, tell me where you are strong, which area you feel. So I mentioned here 1, 2, 3, 4 areas. If you make yourself strong in these 4 areas, chances are much more good and better. Because most of the JD, no one will see 100% match, right? When I started with my what we call marriage proposal, we'll have a lot of list. I want the girl to be like this, like this, like this, like this. Example, I'm telling you, frankly, right? Everyone who starts when their life journey. So yeah, a big list will be there, but slowly compromise, and minimum 1, 2, 3 is enough. Okay, fine, let me compromise and do. Fact, that is the fact. You won't get all the 100 points. Right? All the 10 points. So JD is given so many things. They'll look at the profile. Okay, seems like most of the things he's know and do. Okay, if he knows also fine, we can train him. If he's joined our company and let him train for 1, 2 months, and we can make him better in that area. But he should know. Correct? That's what the interviewer will be testing you there. Okay, you did the cloning, you do data guard because our project is related to data guard. Can you please let me tell about more about data guard? Correct? So, okay, so this way what I did, no, I prepared myself strong in some areas. Example, Armen. Why? Because the Armen book, there is a book, good and big books are there, right? Nowadays we stopped reading the books. We want PDF only, right? But start reading the books, right? The energy you feel in reading book is not there reading over the system, to be frank, right? Yes, please start reading. Even when we are in Oracle, we used to take out the prints and we used to get the material print at that time. Now they stopped even. Everything is digitalized. Digital is fine. It's a handy tool. Whenever I go out, I want to see and need some information, I can check, I can download from the Google Drive and I can go through. But reading the whole chapter, preparing yourself over the phone is not possible. Correct? Take the books, print out, start reading them. So I read that whole Armen book, man. And I explored all those commands, tried, let me try this, try this, try this, try this, long back. That's why I implemented a lot of backup and recovery projects even with the different backup softwares and tools. I worked with the tape libraries. Nowadays, we are not getting chances those. How to take backup using Armen onto a tape library. All those implementations we did. Lot of challenges we face. Weeks and weeks we struggled for a small bug or issue kind of thing. Correct? So become yourself strong in some areas. Minimum, as I told, 1. If you add one more, good. Add one more, better. But minimum should be 1. Keep it in mind. I know everything. Are you good? No. Nothing, man. Then you are nothing. Say really frank, nothing. No, I'm good, sir. I know good enough architecture. Fine. Right? So please come to that point. Now, I used to be specific, good into strong into some area like a data guard, rack, Armen, all the important major high availability solutions and all, right? Really did a lot in them. And when I go for interview, the interviewer might ask me a question I'm not good into, strong into. Or might be I don't know. If you ask me, hey, do you know in OEM how you do this one? No, sir, I never tried that option, but really, I tried it long back, couple of weeks or months back on my previous project I did, I really forgot. Try to skip that error. Don't answer wrongly. I'm not giving any wrong answer, I'm trying to skip that in a better way, how I can skip. Because if you give one wrong answer, the interview will ask you the next question on that to prove you're wrong. And what I'm doing, I'm trying to hide that, I'm answering again another wrong. Correct? Fact, that's what happens. Why this? Again, this will create a problem. You gave a wrong answer, he is asking you another question. How, tell me how it will happen that our physical backup with EXP, what is the command you do? EXPDB physical backup equal to S. How, which book you read that one? Again, next question comes right somewhere. Who told you that? Which book? You'll give some book name also there. Okay, so what happens with this? I'll tell you simply. Example, I am an interviewer. I'm interviewing you and you gave me, I asked you a few questions. How many questions I would have asked you in last 15 minutes example, 15 minutes interview? That is enough to decide, right? How many questions I would have asked? Hardly 10, correct? Or 15 questions might be asked? Okay, 10 questions I asked. Round figure will be better. 10 questions. Out of 10, first question you answered good. Second, you said okay, nearly fine. Third question you gave me wrong because that resume itself wrong. And fourth answer, question answer also you gave me wrong because it is related to the same. Fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th also wrong because all related to the third question only. Majority of questions are your yes or wrong. Conclude. Hey man, what he said? All wrong answers he gave. Rejected. Correct? If basically, right? Out of 10 questions, you answered 8 and 2 might be no, sorry, no idea, skip, fine. Genuinely told man, oh, very good value for him. He told upfront, I don't know. Many people won't do that. That's a good thing, one way, right? But the way you are telling that no, that values, right? So 8 questions or 7 questions or even 6 you answered. What is the impression? Oh, more than 50% he answered. That means it's okay, good. Right? If we give some training or for 1 month, 2 months, we can take him and train him and we can evaluate if he's doing better, then fine, else we can send him home. Correct? The number of answers you answered is valuable. So what happens when you give a wrong answer, the next question comes related to that. And obviously you are going to give again a wrong answer. So you are building your number of wrong answers chain. You should actually break that. So what I do if someone asks me a question which is not related, I'll say, sorry, sir, I don't know, or something I did long back, might be this, but sorry, I need some time to prepare. I don't want to give any wrong answers, right? I have to be confident enough before I answer you. Many ways you can tell, right? Okay, fine. Is he going to ask you the next question related to that? No, he will skip the topic. See, I gave you n number of topics on the screen, right? So might be that guy is asking me something from patching. I'll say, sorry, sir, I didn't did the patching. I know about it. This is a utility we use, but I never got a chance to work. I don't know. He won't ask you. Then he might ask me a question. Hey, memory management. Sorry, sir, I don't know. There's a parameter S. Fine, but I never got a chance. Fine, leave it. Okay, next question. He might be asking me something from a something. Where is the topic left? Another. Okay, some topic here backup. So example, right? No, I don't know, sir. This one, sorry, I don't know. So 1, 2, 3, 4, I said no, but I'm just waiting because my resume contains all the remaining points are related to these topics. I am waiting for a question on this. Once he gives me a question, hey, Akal, do you know data guard? Yes, you got in my fish. That fish net will be the right. That guy will be waiting, right? Same way you do, I do. I'll try to skip immediately. Hey, don't ask me anything, sir. Sorry, sir. No. Okay, 1, 2, 3 over immediately. How much time it takes? No, and question over. Hardly within 1, 2, 3, 4 minutes, all your no questions are over. The remaining 10 minutes you got. When you start asking data guard, don't wait. Immediately start telling the things. Right, data guard, yes, sir, we can do data guard like this. Data guard means this one started from this version, this one. He should be curious to, hey, wait. No, you don't wait, just go on. If he ask any question also, okay, wait, okay, fine. What is the command? Tell me command, all the things, whatever you know, tuck. Oh, wait. He should start stopping you there. You don't stop. Okay, okay, next question. Okay, fine. Seems like you're very good in data guard. Wait. Okay, come to Armin. Oh, Armin, fast start. Don't wait. That way, I will try to spend most of my time, interviewing time, right, on the place which I know. This is the main key, guys. At the end, after going out, he will say, "Oh man, so many questions." He didn't ask the question. I am only telling the question and also answer also for that. So in data guard, there's a parameter DG broker. Okay, this DG broker related to this. Huh? He didn't ask the question, but I went to data guard, DG broker also. Right? At the end, he will conclude. So please, if anyone interviewers ask attending this session, please, not for them. Tips, right? Yes, once someone asks a question related to your area where you are strong, don't stop. And don't make him go to the other question, the other area. Don't. Try to pull it in that. So try to end the question in a way like the series will be there, right? First chapter is over. We are curious. There is something he will give a link. Oh, let me watch the second one. What is suspense? There is something suspense he leaves. Okay, something like that. And he should ask you the question. Next question should come from the same topic. Okay, DG broker. Then can you use DG broker to do this one? Oh, it's fine. Why not? We can do. This is the parameter. This can be done. This can be done. Right? And okay, fine. Not only this, data guard can be used in different OSs also, like Windows to Linux. I tried. I did this one, and I got this error. What error you got? The next question is asking you, right? What question? Related to that again. You are stopping in a position where the next question should start. And that is the technique actually. That is the technique. Can I get it by day? No. I started telling you that I gave so many interviews. I learned that technique. Right? So two things you require here. First thing, a good subject, because someone when ask you the question on your area which you are strong, your architecture good. Okay, tell me about PMON, then don't stop. PMON, SMON, DB log all chain. First answer his question and also continue. So don't stop after PMON. PMON means process monitor. It will do this one, this one, this one. Stop now. No, there are other processes also there like SMON or other process. So PMON also do this job. Now LREG process came in picture, right? It's a chain of that one, right? The PMON basically do these checks and now LREG register, database instance registration. Now LREG process is doing that one. Now LREG came from 12C version. In 12C we have new so many parameters we got how to control. So you are jumping to the, it's like a chain, right? So please, these things are required. So think at the end what he will feel after going after taking your interview. He obviously should go for a coffee break. He should go for a coffee break. That's what. And this skill set, this is a skill, a technique, a skill you can develop only after n number of interviews. I told you, right? My interviews were very small initially, but over a time I started giving interviews even for 1 hour, 1.5 hour, 2 hours. Many people, I still remember I applied for a Yahoo. Yes, Yahoo long back, very long back. Telephonic interview. Two people were over the telephonic. More than 1.5 hour I was on call. And I think I remember might be the call gets drops after 1 hour or something. Right? That time I don't know it's there or not. I'm trying to recollect. Yes. They called me again. Okay, it got 1 hour over. Then I realized, oh, it's 1 hour over, 59 minutes, something like okay, fine. Again a call came again. So do that process. Because then only you will practice. So please don't wait. So it means what? How you can do all this? How I hope you got the points. Try to focus on some areas and build yourself confident enough. One, minimum one should be there as I told, but to be frank, one is not enough. Minimum try to keep two. Right? Three is good. Four is the best. As I mentioned, 1, 2, 3, 4 key points. Plus, there are people ask you some more additional things. Fine. First, be good with the subject. You don't need everything, man. You don't need everything. Right? We are talking about clearing the interviews. Right? So please prepare yourself. What questions they ask, right? People go with the interview questions, tips of 50 questions, 100 questions. Please, I don't think, I won't suggest even, right? That is one of the option. When you should go for that one, when you feel, okay, sir, I am now, as you told, I am good into two subjects or two areas. right? Example, backup and recovery. I really did good. Test. How to test? Don't go and ask anyone. Please ask me, take me interview. Please take me interview. No, go for this online questions. Some 40 questions on RMN, 50 questions on RMN. Now just go through just only question and try to answer yourself. Right? That is another area which is helping you that how good you are into. Just try yourself. But that is not the question going to get in the interview, man. No one will ask you. No interview will ask you the questions from that page. It's only to build your subject. Right? So three things, be clear with your concepts, be prompt with the command, and in case if you have any error, how to trouble. Basically, sometimes people ask, hey, have you did data guard? Okay. Have you faced an issue? Yes, sir, data guard sometimes it's not syncing up. So what you did in that case, if it is not syncing, RK logs are not shipping, we seen. Okay, what you do? You should know that one also. The second part, when you get an error, that's why I focus you guys every time. You got an error, don't leave that error. Follow that error and try to find out what could be the reason. Correct? If the same error, if you got second time also, you will regret. Hey, last day only I got this error, right? Okay, this is the one. Again, if you seen that error with someone or again you got it after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 time attempts, you are pakka. Okay, this error, go and do this one. Yes or no? You would have asked me a number of questions. Caesar asked me basically, this is the error I'm getting. I answer him immediately. Hey, go and check this one, this one, this one over. Why? Because we've seen that error. We've gone through that error n number of times, right? So please do that one. Troubleshooting part, don't leave the error, try to understand. So this is also helping you to build your concepts. So you should be strong with the subject, the one area which you are making yourself strong. Very good. You should be clear with the concept. If any commands are there, how to do, what to be done, what commands to be used and all, prepare for that. And in case if it is not happening, what could be the reason? I'm adding a data file is not adding. Why? What could be the reason? Simply this kind of question you might get in interview. Yes, sir, because there might be space issue at the file system level, correct? Or might be the directory where I am creating directory is not exist. Might be I don't have a permission. Directory is also there, everything, but I don't have a permission on the directory to write. Permission issue, OS level, possible or not? There are n number of reasons related. Correct? So that is the what you see here. Communication and presentation is very important. So very important. Please, this is another area I want you guys to focus. Learning. See, I'm good into one area. Fine, good. Tell me about that area. I can't tell. Then over, right? Yes or no? Game over. Okay, you are into good into RMN. Yes, tell me about RMN. Let me know. What do you know in RMN? Tell me. And if you don't know how to present, how to tell about that, then again, what I will feel? Oh, simply, you know, RMN means only RMN, RMAN, that's all, but nothing in that. I feel that might be you are good, right? If I give a system, you can recover any system, fine. But if you can't tell me, how can I know? How can I come to know that you are really good? So that you have to tell. Unless you tell, right, I won't be understanding how good you are. Unless I tell, your children tell, Mama, give me food. Mamas, they will understand, right? They will understand. Papa, give me food. I won't understand she is really hungry or not. Correct? Yes or no? Yes, that is the fact. You must start telling, and that you require a communication. So please try to develop. See these areas. Please, I gave you so many points in every area. Check out which area. All the points, if I go back, all these are not required for everyone, but fine. Might be something, right? So try to take out the points what you required. I can share this slide later after the session, right? Or this screenshots we will share you properly so that you can just make out a points from there. Correct? Make out a points. So clearing interview, certain key things are there as communication, presentation, elaborate the topics you are good in. As I told you, elaborate, don't stop. Once someone asks a question, don't stop and answer with confidence. And your answer should have confidence. See, confidence, one, the main thing, confidence is detected through your tone. That's my experience. I didn't, what we call, I didn't gone to any book or word, but with the words, right? The way you talk, the tone, the pitch, right? Confidence. See, I'm talking to you now, I'm explaining the things. You see some confidence in that? Yes. But even though I'm taking this session for the first time, generally I tell it normal discussions I do, but this is the first time we thought of let's have a session, right? But I have to tell it with confidence. Yes, and it is right because I know it. I'm telling right, so I should give it confidence in that. Right? Answer the things with right. The tone also plays an important role. That all comes into the communication. How to communicate, how to talk. Correct? Words. Start doing, man. Without doing that, you can't. And most of the freshers, this is one major problem I've seen. One major problem is communication. Might be he can do, right? I've seen that many people, they do in the lab, they're good into the lab, but they can't present. Then you can't crack interview. It's not that easy. Correct? You should be able to tell what what you're doing, you should be able to tell. Prepare yourself for that. Right? So one is the communication and presenting. That is the one important part I feel. The another is the skill set. Confidence you don't have. You don't have a proper clear subject. Content. I attended once, over. Right? I attended once and it's over. So I didn't gone through. So people say, hey, I did a course 2 months back and now nearly I forgot. Why you forgot? Because you never practiced it again. Yes or no? Correct? Do you, I hope everyone have debit card. Do you remember your PIN? Why? Huh. Minimum once in a month we scratch and remember the PIN. Yes or no? Then I have another bank account or I have what we call another card, mine card. I won't use it and I really forget the PIN. It happens with us, every one of us. We forget the internet banking. Sometimes we won't use it, right? Once in a 6 months we log in. I really, what is the password? Man, I don't remember now. Correct? Same logic is applied here. I attended the DBA course 2 months back and now really forgot. Why? Because you are not repeating it. Swap the card every month, right? Go through the concepts every month, minimum required. Please prepare, right? These things are required. So if you don't have subject, you are not selected. Please keep it in mind. So what you need a proper good skill set. You should be clear with the concept. Again, which concept? The one area you are strong into. Mark yourself. This is the one area I want to be good. Start with one. First one. Okay, backup and recovery. Most of the requirements they ask backup and recovery. Let me focus on backup and recovery. How much time it will take you to prepare, man? How much time it will take you to prepare? No need of reading the complete book. Go through the content what we are giving. Hardly we have 6, 7, 8 classes are there. 1.5 hours each. Correct? Go through them. Go through them again. 3 weeks if you are going to 7 classes. First week 7 classes. Again same. Second week, third week, fourth week. Minimum 2 weeks also you go through. Right? Twice you've gone through and start reading the book minimum once or twice. And then prepare yourself with some session. Sir, I want to take a small session, 20 minutes or 15 minutes on Armen. I prepared something. Prepare a small note on paper. I'll give all the tips for you guys. How to do that, prepare. And come and take a session. That way you are learning. If someone asks you Armen, then you will say, give me 20 minutes, sir. I will tell you now. And give me a paper. If you have paper, give me. I'll draw and tell you also. Getting my point? You see, you must do this earlier. Then only in interviews you can't go and do something new. You can't try something new there, right? Yes or no? If I call up a cook at my home, I'm having a small party. I seen online. Oh, there is a cook only for 500 rupees. Please come prepare biryani. And he preparing, and I found finally it became khichdi. What happened, sir? First time I'm doing, sir. Will you call him? First time, go home. That's what we are doing same, right? Looking at a resume, they called us, hey, please come. We'll give you the fare also, come to Bangalore. They called you Bangalore. You went there and interview, first time you are giving interview, ask Armen. Armen means, okay, this one or this one. Sorry, sir, I don't know. Sorry, I have to learn. Sorry, sir, I know. Sorry, I don't know. Sorry, I have to prepare. I forgot. Over. Right? When you got an opportunity, you should be prepared for that. Right? So the same way, if Just a simple man, if the guy is preparing a very good biryani, if someone popular will be there, or he is very good in biryani, means imagine how many times he would have prepared. Weekly once, minimum one party. Imagine from last 10 years, if he is doing the one, hundreds of times he prepared a biryani. That's why he became an expert. So now you went to an interview to go give an answer, and first time itself you are delivering there. It's not possible. Do this practice at your home, at your place, at any place wherever you want. Try this, right? So these are all required, all these key points, and do not try to answer if you don't. Very important. So what we did, we came up with a program also, job intensive training program, right? I hope you guys understood what you are lacking or missing. Correct? Might be some resume, the content, correct? Right? Or might be the subject at particular areas, or might be some extra practice command is not there, or might be I'm unable to talk about that, deliver about it. All right. We came up with a program for DBA like a 1 month, or it could be 1 month little extra kind of thing, where right it is only for the people who already did the DBA. Right? Who already did DBA, only for them. We're not teaching DBA. If DBA is there, our DBA program, you know, it takes easily minimum 1.5 months to 2 months. Minimum. Correct? And I also, you know, guys, right? I stop the classes in between, not mainly for my reason, mainly for your reason, because you are not doing your practices. Correct? I see that. So many of them, it happened with every batch nearly. So please, guys, so this is not for the DBA training who already did the DBA with us or anywhere else. It's not necessary, it should be here only. Fine. It's open call for anyone. Who did the DBA training? Yes, I did the DBAs are there. You've gone through all the concepts, what I mentioned just now, right? I showed you the content here, whatever this, all these topics. Yes, sir, I gone through them, but I want to do a revision kind of thing, a practice. Fine. Come for this, we will help you. So we designed this program like this, right? And we'll go on adding up a lot of content into this. So like a week wise schedule we prepared, right? Which will try to ensure that you go through them, and every weekend, or we can add up in between also, weekly twice also we can make some test discussions, presentations, all this goes on, right? Everyone should present something on some topic. Correct? Open up, prepare how to do. Obviously, this is going to help you. Even if you see here on the slide, there are 4 times the presentation is there. If you would have done, imagine if you would have done a presentation on any topic for minimum 10-15 minutes, right? In a month like this for 4 times, 4 different topics, correct? 4 times for 15 minutes or more, minimum 15 minutes, keep it a time frame, prepare yourself and do. So obviously your confidence level will be increased or not. I'm sure that your confidence will be easily boosted by nearly 50%, guys. You will feel something, okay, I know, or you will come to know, okay, what you are. Oh, really, I don't know many things. I'm unable to answer. You'll come to know, and then you will start building. Correct? So please, this is the program what we came up, job intensive training program, especially for the people who are done the DBA program, right? And they want to go on, learn or explore the things or revision kind of thing. So most of the topics are revision, but we are doing a fast revision, going through lot of content, lot of additional content which we don't cover up in our DBA. We are adding up, like you can see new, what is that? Move data from migrating complete database using export import, that's what we added up. SQL or external tables also we are adding up with the practices for them. So most of the practices like a point in time recoveries, we are not doing that. We are doing incomplete recoveries, point in time database recovery, tables based point in time recovery. Lot of topics we have. Again, you can explore only when you are good with the basic. Correct? So like that we have lot of other topics also, data guard advanced practices also we have so many. We have database patching practicals are available, upgrades also you can try here, right? Lot of things, practicals, whatever possible for you guys, you are trying to add up. But all this only to make you strong, good enough, and that is possible only going through that particular program. This kind of program, you do it on your own personally, you can take a screenshot. If you want, you can do it on your own, not an issue. Do it on your own, or you can join us, right? Anything is okay, anything is okay, and it is with a minimum charges here we are going to bring up this one. Very minimum charges. I think for our students, we are charging around 1500 to 2000 for this whole month program. That is very less. Obviously, you are getting a lot of things, man. We are giving the lab environment with our instructors to do all these things, right? And we are giving our extra time, efforts, and everything for you to learn. Right? For offline, for other people, right? It's little bit more, because we don't know what they learned. They might have some questions and doubts in between related with the topics, and they're not followed our lab material even, did practice. So they might have some extra kind of doubts. That is also we will try to help. Our main motive is that we want to make you prepare so that you should be ready for any interviews. That is the main motive. And another intention that if you applied for 10 positions, 10 jobs, you should get 50 to 60% of interview calls, and out of those 6 calls, if I got even 50%, 5 calls, you should be ready. You should be in a position that you should be able to, you should get selected minimum in 2, right? Minimum 2, 40% selection ratio should be there, right? I prepared my resume from last 3 months. I was posting, no calls, and suddenly I got a call, and I did an interview 10 minutes. He said, I call you back. I never called. It happens with many of us. Why? Your resume might be the one area not good enough to be improved. Second, if you are getting calls and you are unable to get next call, that means there is something wrong with you, or your technical skills, or your presentation skills. Correct? You have to find out where is the problem, which area, then you can prepare. Make sense, guys?